Hey, what's going on, everyone? So today let's dive into Fall of Porcupine. Fall of Porcupine is a unique story adventure game from Critical Rabbit and Assemble Entertainment, and it released on June 15th of this year, which was yesterday. I called it a unique story adventure game because that's the description that you'll find for it on Steam or the game's website, but also because that is an accurate description that I would give it after playing. I've heard it compared to like Night in the Woods a few times, but I've sadly never played that one, so I can't really speak on that. What I can speak on is that in this game, you basically live out the day-to-day life of a new junior doctor at St. Ursula's Hospital in the small town of Porcupine named Finley. What I really loved most about this game was the feeling of community. There's a lot of dialogue in this, and that's probably going to be about like 90% of what you do in this game. It's a lot of reading and talking and just getting familiar with all the folks that live here in Porcupine. But it is very easy to like step into the shoes of Finley since he's also new to this town, so you kind of become familiar with everything and everybody alongside him. The other 10% of this game are going to be these mini games, which kind of vary from like a rhythm game to a matching colors type of game, a Wordle mini game, a basketball mini game, and a handful of others throughout it. For the most part, you do the same few when you're working in the hospital and treating patients through like the vessel of these games. But what also really stood out here was just how much respect was given to the healthcare side of things. The patients that you're working on are dealing with real issues, and when you talk to them about it, it's like real dialogue if you kind of like were working as a junior doctor at the hospital. Of course, it's not always like super serious. There's some lightheartedness the entire time, and many times it's kind of like a very sweet back and forth between you and the patient as you try and make them feel comfortable with their present situation. But the importance of healthcare was always at the forefront, and I really enjoyed that. Apart from everything in the hospital though, there's also a lot going on in Porcupine itself. There's a great energy to the town with the people living there, and also with the cozy atmosphere that the game always has. They're entering fall as the game begins, and it's really nice to like walk around the town with the fall weather, the warm oranges, the falling leaves, with like a very subtle and gentle score in the background too, and it was just very easy to get lost in like the comfort of this world. Even with the more intense situations that happen in the hospital, the coziness, the warm aesthetic, it never gets lost, and a lot of that probably has to do with like the visuals that I thought were super easy on the eyes the entire time. But there's also a lingering sort of mysteriousness to Porcupine and the people that you get to know. Like, do you really know them? Are they holding back secrets? Is there something going on like in the town? What does Ingrid mean when she says things like that things get really weird during night shifts and that Finley would be lucky to survive the night? You can never really tell if they're being serious or just kind of having fun with you, and it really is like a perfect balance. In total, this game would probably take you around like 7 to 10 hours or so, and I also thought that was kind of the perfect length for this. If I was going to point out any complaint here, it would probably be that the mini games weren't super challenging, or they weren't super fun to do over and over again, but they didn't happen too often, and like they were usually used as a break in between the dialogue, which I did appreciate. But if you don't like a lot of dialogue in games and reading a ton, then this probably won't be for you. It's just a very sweet and endearing world to spend some time in for a bit. But yeah, that's all for this one. I do want to give a big thanks to Assemble Entertainment for providing me with a key to this game to review it, which is super cool of them to do. Yeah, just a huge thanks to them for that. That's really awesome. I hope you all enjoy this game if you do choose to get it, and I hope you're doing well out there wherever you are. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching this. It really does mean the world to me. I hope to see you all in the next one, and until then, everybody, take care.